It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1560, recorded on Thursday, March 3rd, 2016. Puppet Palooza. This episode of the Giz Wiz is brought to you by Casper, an online retailer of premium mattresses for a fraction of the price, because everyone deserves a great night's sleep. Get $50 off any mattress purchased by visiting casper.com/gizwiz and enter the promo code GizWiz. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we got wow robots, puppets, and drones. Bzzz, all next on the Giz Wiz.
It's the same dumb show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now it is time for the Giz Wiz, and we're back at our normal time, Thursdays.
Yes.
Oh, it feels great.
At least this week, next week, the week after.
Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? But we have our wonderful fans to thank for following us around everywhere.
Around the globe, it feels like.
Around the globe, yeah. Did you figure out how many miles you traveled?
Oh, I didn't. Oh, shoot.
In the 10 days?
It was, L.A., D.C., D.C., L.A., L.A., Orlando, which I think I had. No, that was a direct flight. Orlando to SFO with a stop in Minneapolis.
That's San Francisco.
Yep, San Francisco. Then
One
San
day,
Francisco,
right?
Yeah, for a day, for less than 24 hours. Then San Francisco through Houston back to Orlando. Then Orlando to Dallas to Austin. From Austin to Dallas to Los Angeles.
Oh, my God.
Those are the last 2 weeks for me. Whew.
How many different airlines?
Only two. Delta and American the whole time.
Oh, well, that's good. Well, then you should be getting a lot of mileage.
Yeah, I think I have a frequent flyer thing now for every airline.
Yeah. Okay. Well, soon it's going to be just 3 airlines.
True. Yeah, I mean, United, American, Delta, maybe Southwest. Gosh, yeah, they're dropping like flies.
Very few.
They're dropping like airplanes.
Yeah.
So we've had, it's even been close to 2 weeks. It's about a week and a half since we've seen each other. It feels like forever. And what did you get up to in the long hiatus between shows?
Well, the hiatus turned out to be like perfect timing because we had like a construction nightmare here in my apartment, which is the apartment right next door to Disneyland. I was downstairs with the guy from the oil burner company. He's checking some pipes, and he said, "Do you live right upstairs?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, check your bedroom floor because your bedroom is about to be a duplex because it's about to fall into the basement. So,
oh, my gosh.
So I know. So I went upstairs, and since my apartment's kind of drafty, when I had the carpeting put in, I put in a very, very deep pile carpet with a mat underneath. So I really couldn't see the walls clearly. So I said to Dennis, the guy says this is really serious. We'll just tear out the carpeting. So when I took the carpeting out, turns out that in one corner of the bedroom, my bedroom floor is 2 inches below where the wall is.
What? How does that happen?
It happens because my building, I happen to know from a New York Times article that this block was built in 1890.
1890? Oh, my gosh.
So the beams are more than 100 years old, and they are very close to the steam pipes, and I guess they've worn away. So the contractor came, and he said, "You know what? We're going to have to remove your bedroom floor entirely."
Oh, my gosh.
And take all the beams out under your bedroom and just start from scratch.
Are they worried about any other floors in the building?
No, I think it's because my floor is over the basement, which is always wet from rain, and once or twice a pipe broke down there. So, well, I would know. If Dennis's bedroom was falling into I could just look up and see it.
Yeah.
But since I could never see what was happening below me until this was pointed out to me, the only good thing was the guy said, so we don't really screw up your apartment. We're going to start by making a huge hole in your bedroom floor and then throwing everything into it. He said, the only thing is, everything in this room has to be gone because this room will be gone.
Right.
And it took him like 2.5 days. And it was kind of spooky that there would be a clear plastic sheet, and you look into it and all you see is the basement.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't feel real. It's like, wait, there's always been a floor there.
Yes, I know. So I had to sleep up in Dennis's house, and now everything's back in, and something that I was not aware of is that it sounds spooky at night because everything is kind of settling. So now I have new gigantic beams. They're like 8x10s or something. And then I have a subfloor. And then I have a slatted floor that is tongue and groove. But
wow, that sounds like a big upgrade.
It is a big upgrade. It is a big upgrade. But
everything's so it creaks now.
Yes. And I at 2 a.m, I said to Dennis, "Can you come down here? I think something in the cell is trying to come upstairs."
Spooky.
I know. And I said, so listen. And he goes, "Oh no, that's your bedroom boards getting used to where they now live." Anyway, and so they signed off this afternoon at 5:00. They had to put the radiators back in, and the guy said nothing's leaking. I think you're going to be fine for another 30 years. Goodbye.
Yeah.
So all the time you were away, I was dealing with
another 30 years. I hope it's 120.
Yes, yeah, it could be
130. Gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I know, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's quite amazing. That's quite amazing. Yeah. One of the cool things that has happened to me recently over the break is I may have hired my first employee, which is kind of cool. Yeah.
Like a person who comes to your house?
No. They are in Holland. It's international. Isn't that crazy? The day and age we live in. I send them files. They'll edit, and I'm really excited about it. So someone may be joining the team.
Well, we sort of have part-time employees for Giz Wiz, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Josh has always been our producer since the transfer, and I'm very excited that I'm going to get extra work with OMG Craft, with Giz Wiz, with the Mindcrack podcast. Very, 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 very excited. So
because right now you edit everything that you shoot, right?
Yes, I edit everything. I do everything for every show, basically. Script, write, produce, edit, encode, publish, title, describe, thumbnail, tag, social media. I mean, you got to do all that stuff. So,
no, I know
Twit, but it's not Twit, but it's a step. So
it's a small step because I think he doesn't have a computer, if I remember.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's a little step.
Right, but he does have a typewriter. So
there you go.
He supplied that. That was really great.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
So that's I'm excited about that. Very cool.
Do you know that this is our 44th independent show?
Really? When I was writing in the episode number, this is our 1,560th episode.
I know. It's just crazy. Patreon, thank you, members.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I guess let's jump into some gadgets.
Let's jump in. We're going to finish up Toy Fair this week. I think I have one toy left over for next week. So we're going to go to Toy Fair and a couple of gadgets from Wowee. Wowee makes really fun stuff. And we're going to start with a look at Coji, the new robot. Hey, Dick DiBartolo, Man's Mad is trying to end the Giz Wiz one-take theater here at gizwiz.tv. We're at Wowee. You know, we love Wowee. At CES, we saw Chip the dog, the canine, what was it? Canine home intelligent pet. And now we're going to see something I've never seen before. And this is it Coji?
It's Coji.
I'm going to go over there and stand next to Andrew. And Dennis, I'm going to drop the cable over you. Okay. And Andrew, what does Coji do?
So Coji, the name Coji comes from two ideas, coding and emojis. And if you put them together, you get a robot character called Coji, who teaches the fundamental concepts of what it means to be a programmer to kids aged 4 to 7. And he does it through app-based learning.
Okay, and give us a little demo?
Sure. So when you log Coji into the Coji app, there's a couple of ways to play. So there's a free play mode. There's 3 of his buddies, loop, sequence, and macro. Each of these concepts are fundamental concepts in learning and programming.
They are.
We basically personified these concepts and made games around them. So they're a lot more accessible to the kid and they don't feel like overt learning. Free play mode, I can take any emoji I like and send it to Coji. And after I send it to him, I get a physical response in the robot, and then I also get a digital reply.
And are we using Bluetooth? How are they? Bluetooth.
Bluetooth low energy, yep. So I sent him a sax, he plays some notes, and then he shoots me back a face because I guess he liked to play sax. But I can get a little bit more elaborate too. I can tell him to go forward 5 times. And when you're done, eat a cheeseburger.
As you do.
Okay.
Even before the cheeseburger.
Make it 2 cheeseburgers because we're starving. Make it 3 cheeseburgers.
Spin around a couple times, and then eat 3 cheeseburgers. 1, 2, and 3. When I send him that, he drives straight, he does a spin, he does another spin, he does another spin, then he's going to eat 3 cheeseburgers.
And there's little
So if you think
sound
about it from
effects
the
of this
perspective
happening.
Like a 3 or 4-year-old kid who's not quite versed in the world of reading and writing, right? This whole emoji platform makes coding super accessible because it's all icon-based.
That is really neat. Now,
wanna
what
eat
does
an
this little
emoji
guy
cheeseburger.
cost?
He's going to retail for $59.
And
Wow,
he's coming
it's cheap.
out.
He
Isn't
comes
it
out,
cheap?
we're going to ship him June, July, he'll be on shelves around September.
So it's a fall item and definitely for Christmas. Coji. And can Coji, you don't have to demonstrate it, can Coji interact with another Coji?
At this point, no, he interacts with the app and with the users, but it's always something we work on for all of our robots. It's usually like a Wowee robot is usually the finishing touches of the item.
Yeah, exactly. Always fun stuff from Wowee, and that's Coji. Dick DiBartolo, Mads Mad is trying to end the Giz Wiz one-take theater here at gizwiz.tv. That little, he ate my cheeseburger. Anyway, bye.
Sounds like they didn't provide food at this press event.
No, Toy Fair, 0 food at Toy Fair.
Dang it. I think that's great. Emojis are so accessible. I
think kids will love this, but I don't quite get the connection between using an emoji and learning how to code.
Yeah. I think
Right.
that the idea, because he was using the arrows, basically you can program him to do stuff like move forward, spin, do a dance, a saxophone thing, but then using his buddies, like a loop, he could do that a few times. But every command is just an emoji instead of saying move forward. I think that.
Okay.
Which I think is a good thing, because how boring is it after a while? Like, okay, move forward, dance, But with an emoji, there's a little bit of ambiguity there. You don't exactly know what the emoji is going to do. You don't know if you tell him to stick his tongue out, is he going to drive in a circle, or is he just going to do the animation? What song is he going to play? So you can really experiment with the emojis as commands, and then use the loop and if statements to make something else happen. I think. That's what my impression is.
I think a kid will just freak out when they first start playing with this. Is like I have a robot that does what I want.
Yeah.
And he has cute sound effects of munching on the cheeseburgers, and it's very clever. It's very reasonably priced, under $60.
I agree. Under $60 is a really well-priced toy. So if only I almost wish that it was geared towards older audiences. It seems like this is in the 13 and under range.
Yes, I think it is.
And I'm kind of like, hey, this is kind of cool. Add a claw onto it.
No one's gonna be upset if you get one and play with it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's okay.
Yeah, and I think I'm wondering, like, that price is shocking. Of just around $70. Was it 59 or 69?
59, yeah, 59.
$60.
$60. Yeah, you need to have your own iPhone.
Yeah,
or
and
iPad.
I think that's the thing is we used to always get stuff as kids, and it was really two toys. It was the robot and the controller. I mean, the controller, there's so much engineering in that, and now you just use your phone. They don't have to supply that. They don't have to charge you for it. It's just the app.
Yeah, it's great.
yeah.
It's just great. And has its own little LCD screen that he responds with by picking up the instrument that you wanted, and there's a little speaker in there.
Yeah.
It's very, very clever.
I do have to say the website looks very reminiscent of Minecraft, which is Twisted Echoes is also saying the same thing. It looks like
okay.
he's in some sort of Minecraft world back here. Can't knock him for that.
I think this is Mine Shaft.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Not to be at all confused.
This is Emoji Blocks, completely different game. Yes, it's 16-bit instead of 8-bit.
That's right.
Yeah, cool.
Actually, it's 15 and a half bit.
15 and a half bit. There you go.
Bit.
We lost a bit.
15.8.
Yeah.
That's it. The second thing is something else I think you probably love, and it's puppets. And every year I stop by there because they introduce about 12 new puppets a year, and the people who demo the puppets are great. So let's take a look at the Folkmanis exhibit. Dick DeBartolo, man's medicine writer, and the Giz Wiz one-take theater here at gizwiz.tv. Every year we go by Folkmanis puppets, and I thought this year, why bother? Because there's really never anything new in puppets, and that's why...
What are you talking about?
Are you new too? Yeah. What is on my head? Is that? Oh, that is the world's cutest toupee. Wow. Well, who are you?
I'm the Brown Bear Club.
The Brown Bear Cub. Can you speak for who is this guy?
Oh, this is the French Bulldog.
French Bulldog?
Yeah.
Gnawing at my ear.
And that's my buddy, the raccoon over there.
The
Looking for trash.
Well, you found trash. Here I am. And also, I got a press release about an amazing new butterfly.
There's a great butterfly that comes in 3 stages. Look, right here is a caterpillar, and then he turns into a
Chrysalis.
A chrysalis, thank you very much. And then,
smart bear.
lo and behold, a beautiful monarch butterfly.
Wow.
Pretty impressive, huh?
That is great. Now, do you know the prices of any of these?
They range anywhere from $30 to $60 retail.
Okay, are you faking it, Mr. Bear?
Well, I don't really know anything about money, so I'm trying to play with you, but we're a toy fair, so yes, I'll say 30 to 60 retail amount. Yes.
Okay. Well, if you go to folkmanis.com, and it's stupid at the bottom of the screen here, they have amazing puppets, and this year the butterfly is amazing. So you get the one butterfly who goes through all those transformations. This is Dick DeBartolo, man's medicine writer, and the Giz Wiz one-take theater here at gizwiz.tv. And do you want to be my new co-host?
I'd love to. Thank you. Thanks for coming, everybody. Bye. Bye.
Oh my gosh, the bear is going to upstage this. The bear's a better host than us.
The bear is so funny, and that lady it just broke me up when I said, "Do you know the price?" And she said, "I'm a bear. I don't know for money."
I'm not into money.
Yeah, it's very funny. And I was on their website, and they have little finger puppets that start at $8.
Oh, that's great.
And then they run up to the bear was I had it on the screen. I think the bear was $60, $59.99. But so every year they introduce 12 to 15 new puppets, and they retire older puppets. But what I love about it is, that they feel puppets is really a great learning experience for kids.
Oh, yeah.
And they're great fun.
Yes.
They're just great fun.
Yes. I mean, and that experience of a person, becoming a character through a puppet, just like, she did with the bear, is such a good experience for children, because a lot of times they're really inside their own skins, and it's really hard for them to express. But when it is the puppet speaking, everything is different. If a person said, I'm just a human, I don't know anything about money, you'd be like, you're weird. You're just awkward. But it was like a bear saying it. It was so funny. It really turned the whole situation on its head. It was great. It's great.
No, it was super. I may have told you that years ago that you're probably even too young to know. There's a company called Hanna-Barbera, which does animated things, and Yogi Bear is one of their characters. And I don't know if they still have it. They used to have their own theme parks, of scaled down version of Disneyland. And we had Bill Hanna on to Tell the Truth, a game show where three people claim to be this person, and the celebrities ask questions and try and guess which of the three it really is. And at the end of the questioning for Bill Hanna, they had asked if I would put on a Yogi Bear costume and go out. and so I did. And, I was just so at ease. And after the show, Bill Hanna said, we're opening a new amusement park in Atlanta. Would you come down and be Yogi and help us open the park? And I said, what, are you kidding? Well, Chad, like you said, I walked through the park. I walked up to a band that was playing in a band shell, and I took the baton out of the conductor's hand, and I led the band for a while. And I just walked around the park pretty much doing anything I wanted to do. And I had kids follow. It was just the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was the best because no one knew.
No one knew it was
inside.
you. You were able to just have as much fun as you wanted.
Yeah. Yes. That's great.
Did you steal any picnic baskets? I hope you did.
Just a few.
Just a few.
Just a few.
That is great, yes. And that is the experience that children get with puppets. It allows them to really get out of their own skins, and it also teaches storytelling and expressing things through gestures instead of just words, or expressing things through words, depending on whatever play they put on or whatever they do.
Yeah. I think it helps you starting to get the idea of what ad-libbing is when puppets talk to one another.
Yeah. Oh man, that's
actually
fantastic.
we started out as two puppets.
I know.
Remember?
I think the Giz Wiz's puppets would work just great.
I see.
Just great. I wish I had a puppet around. Jeez. That's fantastic. So you can check them out at
Folkmanis.com.
Perfect. Great.
Okay, and now our third gadget is back to Wowee for another drone. Dick DeBartolo, Mads Med, is trying to end the Giz Wiz one take theater here at gizwiz.tv. So we're leaving the Wowee booth after seeing the little guy there, Mojo. What's a little Coji? And David says, wait a minute, you haven't seen Lumi.
Right behind you.
Okay. And Sydney's going to tell us what Lumi is. That's the box for Lumi. And what is Lumi?
Okay, so Lumi is a drone, but we know...
Another drone?
Exactly. We don't want people to say another drone. Wowee was very hesitant about coming out with another drone, and we said the only way we would do it was if we came out with something spectacular that was completely different than every other drone on the market. So I'm going to show you a drone in which I am able to literally sit here and press takeoff And my drone is going to fly by itself over there. I don't have to do anything. It's self-stabilizing. I don't know if you've tried to fly other drones. The cheaper drones, they literally are impossible to fly. They fly into the wall. They're so hard to control. I just pushed a button and my drone is now self-stabilizing by itself. I can push up and my drone's going to go up. I can make it spin. If I was allowed to get up and go over there, I could pick up the beacon and Lumi could follow you around. You walk around with the thing in your hand and Lumi actually follows you around. There's all tricks that it can do. Little jumps, little shakes. And when you're done, you just press land.
But then
So
it
now that we
does
made flying a
other
drone so
stuff.
easy, we didn't stop there. This is where it gets really
But wait, there's more.
There's more. Lumi to the beat. So basically, we added gaming to drones. So Lumi now is a gaming drone. You press takeoff. Lumi's gonna flash colors. And I
Is
have
that
to
coming from the
match
iPad
color
or from the
that it flashes.
that sound?
I
There's
think it's
LEDs
coming
all
from the
over.
iPad.
Oh, so the big screen back there is reflecting what your screen does.
So I am seeing if I make a mistake, wrong color, Lumi's gonna drop. Wrong color, it drops. But when I get it right, it goes, oh, wrong color again, I can't see. When I get, it goes higher and higher. So as you keep playing more and more, you win different tricks that your drone can do. So you keep playing to unlock different tricks. And if you mess up too many times, game over, it lands on the ground.
Oh, great.
So he has 4 color LEDs inside.
This is the beginner level. As you get better and better, it gets harder. We'll add different colors. The drone can flash RGB as many colors, so we can do up to 10 different colors that you can play in the game, trying to figure it out.
Wow. And how much is Lumi, and when is he? Is Lumi it?
I keep calling
When-
it a she.
It. Okay, when is Lumi it coming?
It is $79.99, so super competitive in the drone space
Yeah,
pricing.
wow.
And it's going to be available end of July. And just one thing to note is that we really wanted to make Lumi a genderless or a unisex drone, so it caters to both boys and girls. So there is a dancing element where you can create choreographies in the drone, put different moves in a row, so flip, spin, up, down. You pick a song from your music library and you press play, and the drone actually dances to the beat in the sky. Synchro.
I like that. That is really neat. Lumi coming in summer, and $79, right? $79.99. Something unique in drones. Dick DiBartolo, Mads Medistrider, and the Giz Wiz. One Take Theater here at gizwiz.tv. If I was a little younger, I could also dance in the air, but this is as close as you'll get. That was it. Bye.
You know, I think I'd pay $70 for that dance you did. You know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
There you go. There you go. Wow, that is actually really great. I got a drone for a friend Christmas, and they spent the whole time at that party, must have been 2 hours, trying to learn how to fly it and not crash it into stuff. And they didn't accomplish it by the end of that party. I hope that they took it home and continue to practice. We got drones into the Twit Brick House, and I've flown other drones. It's hard. It takes skill.
You know what? When at Toy Fair, when they say, "Do you want to try flying it?" Unless it's one of the things that self-stabilizes. Yeah, I've put many a drone into many a wall, usually in seconds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Right after takeoff. It seems like
Yes,
it's just...
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So that's very exciting that there is a fully stabilized drone, uses your phone or your iPad to communicate with the drone.
And I like
hey,
the thing
they've
where,
added some cool
the
stuff.
dancing thing is funny.
Yeah.
And the following the lights, it's kind of like Simon in the Sky, you know, where you have to hit the lights that are lighting up on your iPad and get the drone to light up the same way. Otherwise, the drone gets lower and lower till it just lands because it's bored with you. So yeah, it's very
and
clever.
it's slick looking. It even says it's stylish gaming drone. I mean, that is a stylish drone. I was looking in their news section where they had a few more images of it. But yeah, it is a good looking drone.
That's pretty neat. It's pretty neat.
Yeah. Very, very cool and competitively priced. Everything they said is true. Competitively priced, stylish, fun.
And does something different.
Yeah, it does do something different, which is great, which is really cool. Wow, very neat, very neat. It doesn't have a camera, looks like. A lot of people want to get cool aerial footage. It doesn't do that. But I think that's just fine. That's fine. Well, very cool. The Lumi from Wowee.
Wowee.com.
Wowee. That's WOWEE.com. Two E's at the end.
Two W's, too.
Oh, two W's, two E's.
Yeah, Wowee.
One O. So, before we move on, I would like to thank our sponsor for this episode, and that is...
A sponsor?
We have a sponsor! We haven't had a sponsor since like the beginning of 2016. It's fantastic to have another sponsor on the episode. And this one I'm very excited to share with you, Casper. Casper makes amazing mattresses, and I am actually a customer. And I paid for my mattress myself. They didn't even ship it to me. This part is, it's funny to do a sponsored thing about something I actually bought and use. It is a memory foam mattress, and mine is just absolutely fantastic. One of the most comfortable beds I have ever slept on. And so you can go to Casper.com and find out more. These beds are shipped directly to your house, so you don't have to go and lug this thing around. It shows up at your door in a nice box, so you can unpack it where you want it, and then you are good to go. No one likes going to the store, the bed store, and sitting down and within a few seconds having to decide, is this the best bed for me? Gosh, I really can't tell. Casper offers free delivery and painless returns, and you get to try out your mattress for 100 days. That's like a third of a year. That's so much time. 100 days to use this mattress, and then you can decide. And on top of that, it's stylish. I really love. I'm sad to put sheets on it because it looks so nice. I mean, it really is really great. So get a Casper mattress for $500 for a twin or $950 for a king-size mattress. Comparing this to the industry averages, that is an outstanding price point. You can even save an additional $50 as one of our audience members by going to Casper.com/Giz Wiz and entering the promo code Giz Wiz at checkout. I have myself a queen, and it's easy for me to talk about this product because it's very well constructed, fantastic, and I absolutely love mine. So Casper.com/Giz Wiz to find out more, and we thank Casper so much for their support of the Giz Wiz. Thank you, Casper.
Thank you.
And with that, it is time for... Wait, that's your line.
No,
Sorry.
It's time for you to tell us what the Patreons picked
Crappy corner.
your theme for March, because we're just starting a new theme.
Right, so my theme for March, as voted by the Patreons, is gaming gadgets.
Gaming
Gaming gadgets. The things that they had to choose from. Remember, I asked everyone to send in ideas.
Yes, last time, right.
And we got some really, 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 really good ideas. But gaming gadgets one, I'm trying to log in to make sure that I don't missay what the other options were. But of course, we had gaming gadgets. We had, and I have the results right here, candy gadgets. That was highly voted on. Fitness gadgets and celebration gadgets. So that could be parties, birthdays, or just events. But gaming gadgets took the cake with 35% of the vote. We had 112 votes, which is really fantastic. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, patrons, for voting. So, gaming gadgets are the name of the game, and this is the gadget. I wanted to show sort of how it came packaged to me. I bought this off of Amazon, and it seems very weird that it came in this packaging. It has Chinese characters written over it, customs declaration. So anyway,
was it still Amazon Prime?
It was Amazon Prime.
Wow.
And it came like it came in a box, in this packaging. So
Oh, well, it came in a box.
yeah, it
Okay.
came in a box. So
Okay.
there we go. And now you get to see what was the crappy corner.
Ooh.
A 3D optical mouse. The Lord of the Rings. What? I didn't know there was a Lord of the Rings mouse.
You know, I think I bought one of those.
Did you? So here's let me.
I have that, but it came in a plain envelope, and I think it came from China or something. And by the time it came, I didn't know what it was anymore.
That's really funny.
Thank you. Yeah, so thank you for doing this.
Okay, so this is a mouse. This is a finger mouse. I had never seen one of these before. Here's how it works. So this obviously is going to plug into your computer. I'm going to try to do that in just a second.
Okay.
But this straps to the top of your finger, like so. Stylish, yet
Oh, okay.
Stupid.
So that's just a Velcro loop.
so that's a Velcro loop that attaches to
Okay.
your finger. And the idea is that you use your finger. This is getting kind of messy here. I can't believe that it says Lord of the Rings on this mouse. I was not expecting that. So you use your
I don't
finger.
think Lord of the Rings was either.
I don't think that. Yeah, I really quite agree. And then you use your finger to mouse around. So let me try to plug this bad boy in. I'm actually also going to have to tilt this camera quite a bit up because this cable is not long enough for me to reach all the way over to the computer. So we'll go ahead and plug this bad boy in. Oh,
Okay.
oh, there's some sort of light there. Let me get this mouse out of the way. Okay, let's see if I'm going to try to use this mouse. I don't actually see the mouse anywhere. Where's the actual mouse? Here. Okay. I made you. This is not exactly working. Let me move the mouse to a
Okay.
location that I can find it. Okay, it's right there. Okay. Oh. Okay. So I think I got this. Okay, it needs to be really close. Okay, there we go. I'm going to switch away
Okay.
using this mouse. Oh my gosh, this is very difficult. Oh god. I'm just trying to click one. Oh, that's the incorrect. I clicked incorrectly. 1 second. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to move the mouse pointer over. It's getting there. There we go. Okay, we have the mouse pointer here. Let me actually use my real mouse here.
Okay.
And I'm going to set up a scene so that hopefully you'll be able to see both of these mice here, and you'll actually
okay.
be able to get an idea of what is going on. I just forget which camera I used. Nope, not that one. Third time's a charm. And you'll be able to see both my finger and the mouse. So here's my finger.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
We're going to crop that down. There you go, and we'll go ahead and set this on. So, I'm using an actual mouse to move it over here, and we're going to get rid of that mouse. And we're going to use just the finger mouse. Oh, look how amazing.
Oh my. Well, okay.
Okay.
Well, you saved me even trying mine.
Yeah. So, how would you click, you might ask? Well, don't worry. You might think that you double click by touching on something. No. You have on the side of this 2 clicks. You have a front click, so I can click like that, and then you have a right click. You also even have
the clicks seem to work better than the mouse does.
The clicks work great. If you just want something that clicks and that doesn't move around your monitor, I think this is the product for you. I basically have to be pressing this onto the table in order to get it to work. And once I press it onto the table, that seems to work just fine. if we go back to the product shot, this is what I expected right here, where you would kind of rest it on the top of your finger and then move your finger around. But even here, it looks like they mention just give up and set it down on the. I had not seen this third image here, but yeah. So that is the 3D. It's in 3 dimensions, y'all. Lord of the Rings optical mouse. It's new. It is compatible with Vista, XP,
and what is this technological gadget retail for?
This amazing product retails for about $8 on Amazon. I think you could save your money. $9 now, and I still have the product cam.
Oh wait, I think it's $9.99.
Yeah, it's $10. Oh my gosh.
$10.
You know, I think the saving grace of this may be the packaging, because with something like Lord of the Rings, there's got to be some gems in here. So let's just read some of this. Ergonomical designed shell, fit your palm perfectly, comfortable hand feeling, reduces your tiredness efficiently. Symmetrical designed, fit for both right and left hand users. Unique, durable, and many other colors available.
Wow.
Are there? I don't know about that. No mouse pad requires sliding on any surface. Real hardware resolution at 1,200 DPI, the best buy for professional designers and gaming fans.
Oh yeah, this is good for gaming.
I told you.
I mean, I don't game, but
no, 3D
you know what?
internet wheel. This has a wheel for the internet. They invented the wheel for the internet. 3D internet wheel fully supports the wheel's operational functions of Windows OS series. Okay.
Well, I think when it said operates on any surface, that they do indeed want you to drag it across. Right on, not point it, but put it down.
Yeah, I think this is more of a this sort of thing.
This is one of those things where for $10 you can get a decent mouse these days.
Yeah. I'm not really sure what they thought the use case for this was, but hey, I bought it. It does have, so let me show you a little bit better. This is click, and this is right click, and this is the internet wheel. Oh my gosh, the internet wheel.
Internet wheel of fortune.
The internet wheel, take me to the internet. So that's that. I'm also now realizing that the front of this does have little like non-stick pads, and I agree. I think that they as promotional material, they have it sitting on the top of your finger. I assumed it would basically make it like a touch screen, but I think that you have to basically set it down and drag it in order to. But it fits in the palm of your hand. It's an ergonomical design, so. So that's good.
I've bought many things that you've talked about. I'm not buying this.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not even going to buy for the one that I already own. That is probably that.
So there it is for you folks. Feel free.
Oh, how many? 3 stars for
3
how many?
stars. 3 customer
many people?
reviews.
3?
Good idea. Something very portable. I'm pleasantly surprised at how well it works.
Wow.
These are employees.
President of Mouse Finger
Yes,
Company.
Exactly. President of Lord of the Rings Mouse Company. Inventor of the internet wheel.
The singer says, this may be the worst thing I've ever seen on the show.
We said we'd get back to crappy. Make the crappy corner crap again. Was our logos or our so there's that for $10. I don't think anyone has to be bothered. With that, let's jump into Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Foghorn.
And we have several videos, actually thanks to Beatmaster, who, while I was doing Giz Wiz over at Twit, said, Dick, remind these people to send you videos.
Don't forget.
Yes, so we have like 3, but we're gonna push you at the end of the show to get more. This came from Dan Dirks. He said they were going on a cruise to Alaska in June to celebrate retirement from high school teaching after 40 years. Wanted to take his is going to take his DSLR, but they didn't want to take a big gadget bag. And while they were searching for a gadget bag, they found 2 camcorders from the past.
Oh.
An RCA camcorder from 1986 that cost them $1,800, and a smaller one that was $450. So let's take a look at Dan's camcorders.
You know, I have all this camera equipment in front of me because I was going to make a video for Dick DeBartolo, but I'll be darned, I can't remember who he is. And anytime I have a question, I turn to my Amazon Echo. Alexa, who is Dick DeBartolo?
Dick DeBartolo is an American writer and model railway enthusiast.
What?
Most famous for writing for Mad.
Now I remember who Dick DeBartolo is, and of course I'm lying, because I watched Dick DeBartolo back in the Tech TV days when he flew to San Francisco about once a month to do his gadget section of Leo's show. And I've been on board on Giz Wiz since day one, so of course I know who Dick is. Well, my wife and I, and I'm Dan Dirks, and my wife is Becky. We're from Hagerstown, Indiana. We are going to celebrate our retirement. I'm retiring from teaching after 40 years. We're going on a Alaska cruise, and we were going through our closet the other day to find cases to take things in, and we came upon these old camcorders that we had purchased over the years. We started with this one. This we bought in 1986 when our daughter was born. It's a full-size RCA VHS camcorder, and this piece of equipment's claim to fame is that it cost $1,800 in 1986. That's about $3,900 in 2016 dollars. And about 12 years after that, we went to a smaller camcorder. This is a VHS-C. Takes this tape. The camcorder itself was quite a bit cheaper, about $400. And it did a good job. It was much more portable as the kids grew up and they were more active. The only problem with that was you had to buy a carrier in order to use this in a regular VHS machine, and these were about $20. The tapes were a little pricey too. What are we going to take on our cruise? We're going to take this for both our still and our moving videos, and it's an iPhone, of course. And Dick and Chad, you can talk more about the quality of the picture you get from these 3 things, but I'm sure this is going to top anything these could do.
No joke.
So thanks for letting us be a part of your show, and we love the Giz Wiz.
Thank you so much. That was such a good video.
That was great. I had the earlier version of that RCA thing where the camera was just a little bit smaller, but you had a huge shoulder pack that had the tape and the recording equipment in it. So his I think weighed about 8 pounds. So the other version was a smaller camera, but as I said, you lug this. Mine must have weighed about 16 pounds. And then you could buy a clip-on monitor that went onto it, and that made it about the size of a suitcase. But back then, that was pretty amazing that I could actually shoot video and actually watch it in the field.
Yeah, you could see it there. I just went to my closet and
you found, what do you have? Oh my, do you have one of those?
So this was the cream of the crop back when I was in high school. I took a loan out in order to buy this camera. and it was about $2,000 at the time. I kind of forgot about it. I did some freelance work with it, and this was just absolutely my baby. This is and I'm dropping the case here. The Canon XL1S.
That's a prosumer camera.
Yes, this thing, I was so happy to own it.
Whoa.
Yeah, and this took mini DV tape, and I had both a 3x wide. I don't even know what the millimeter. What are you? You are a 3.4 to 10.2 millimeter zoom lens. You had audio. I mean, this thing, I loved owning this 3 CCD camera. And it is so funny because nowadays, my phone takes better video than this thing.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the only thing with smartphones is the audio is not particularly good. But now everybody's making external mics for Android and iOS. And you can get actually, we started maybe 5 months ago shooting all our videos with the Galaxy S5. And it's so funny when you go to a thing and the guy says, you guys going to go get your camera equipment?
You're like, no.
I said, well, we actually have them right here in my pocket.
Yep. Yeah. So it's very funny how far I remember it back in high school, about the same time that I bought this. I went to a
And
film.
what did that cost, Chad?
So I bought this for. The thing is, I bought it in a bundle, and so it came with this. It came with lighting. It came with a boom. It came with a Steadicam. But I think the camera itself was around $1,000 at that time. So yeah, I'm thinking it was around $1,000 when I bought it. And I mean, this thing, this is what I learned. It might have even been college. I don't know if I owned this in high school. It may have been college by the time that I bought this. And because I remember learning on one of these in college. So you could only really look through the viewfinder in order to see what you were going to shoot. You had your mini DV tape area right here. It's still recorded to tape back then. You could use FireWire and take the FireWire out of here and have it record to a disc on the back if you wanted, which was very advanced. And it had
a decent microphone, right?
Yeah, it had. I thought that it had an XLR input, but it looks like it doesn't. For some reason, I remember an XLR input, but I'm not seeing one here. It looks like it just uses its own sort of input here. But yeah, I mean, this thing, and the really big thing was there really were not digital cameras back then that had removable lenses. Every digital camera, basically, you were stuck with a lens that shipped with it. And this one was amazing because you could take the lens off and you could change the glass, which was, I mean, just, it was like, well, this is a real camera. This is a film camera. But yeah, and so this got me a few gigs because you also show up to work to like a shoot with this. They go, oh,
this man knows what he's doing.
You mean business? Oh, okay, okay, I understand. And then they'd recommend me. And back then, I mean, it was you would have the CCD, the charge coupled device, CCD. Anyway, you'd have the sensor, and this one had one for RGB. So it had a sensor for red, a sensor for green, and a sensor for blue. And that was a very high step up from using one sensor to capture all the colors, which made the quality of the image really, 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 really amazing compared. Nowadays, your phone takes 4K footage, absolutely astounding footage, depth of field, and most of these records it super fast at a super low bit rate. You can transfer it wirelessly. Edited on the phone itself. I mean, I remember going to, film conventions and them saying, in the future, everything's going to be digital and it's going to be so inexpensive. And I just thought, it's not going to happen. I mean, it's just not going to happen. And here we are. And the tools that people have now are astoundingly better than anything we had just 10 years ago. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, no. Also, what you can do, it's very funny because I did a Toy Fair thing for ABC, and for some reason they had mic trouble. And so I sent them some of our footage, which they edited in. And then they said, we put together a package, but now we need you to do some voiceover to join the shots together. And they said, but you don't bother coming to the studio. Just record them at Disneyland and just send us the WAV files, and we can edit into the video. And and it's so funny, Chad. I didn't realize how they work it. So I said, "Can I see what it looks like?" And they sent it to me, and it's not my voice. And I'm thinking, was my WAV file so bad that they had someone there do it? And then on air, it was my voice, and I realized they probably put it together for the producer,
right,
with their track,
right.
And when he said this is fine, then they dropped in my track.
Yeah, and I would do that. I would do that at Twit if I needed to edit something, but I didn't have the voiceover. I would record it myself and then wait until Brian or Veronica got in, and that way I could also have an edit basically put together, knowing the timing of. Oh, they're probably going to start mentioning the next thing about now, so I can cut to the next footage. But yeah, it's crazy. You can do a studio appearance in your house.
Yeah, it was amazing. It just said, say this line in 7 seconds, say this line in 9 seconds. But it was great. And I sent it in, and they said, don't worry, it's not on for 4 hours yet. And I'm thinking, it's a little bit like Twit.
I know.
Right.
I know.
Yeah.
When I was on TV with 40 for 40, with
yes.
Good Morning America,
yes.
That felt like magic. I am using a camera this big to be on national television. This tiny little webcam allows me to be on national television.
Yes.
I mean, it was
the same here.
Like, absolutely amazing.
The same here. My little, is that a Logitech too?
Yeah, it's a Logitech C920.
Yeah.
We have broadcast quality cameras in our webcam.
Yes, that is exactly right.
Oh my gosh.
I know, we live in amazing times.
So you know what? With that talk, this is perfect, I think, for the next
wait a minute.
topic.
We have to thank Dan again.
Oh, Dan, thank you so much.
Yes, we have to thank Dan. Dan, email your address again if you didn't already, and you'll get a copy of April Mad magazine and one of those 35-year-old Alfred E. Newman pictures. Even though we have 3 other videos, either 2 or 3, we're always looking for more. So make a video like Dan did, put it on YouTube as unlisted, and send us the link. 2 to 3 minutes, and it can be. We love old stuff like Dan had, those cameras that cost thousands. I think he said that the equivalent of that camera today is like $4,000.
Yeah.
Or something in your attic that you can't throw out, or something that you bought and hate, or your favorite gadget of all time. Any of those things.
That thing you spend too much money on to throw away later.
Yes, exactly. We hear that over and over. I have no use for this, but it costs $500, and I'm not throwing it out.
Exactly.
Put it online on YouTube and send the link to Chad and I at mail@gizwiz.tv. And if you live outside of the U.S. or Canada, we will give you a shout out if we use your video. So don't wait too long. As I said, we have 2 more videos, maybe 3, but we always like to have some in the house so we're not scrounging at the last minute.
Awesome. And let's get back to some oldies with the letter. Ah.
Now we have Captain J in the chat room who is kind of going in reverse. Captain J says, I put all the Giz Wiz shows on VSS tapes so I can watch them in the future.
Nice.
So he's sort of doing reverse engineering.
Exactly.
That's our fans. Very inventive.
I know. I script, I write down everything that we're doing here on stone tablets. They'll never go out of style. I mean...
No. The stone players are always available at B&H Photo.
Exactly.
I love this name. The letter of the week is from Dwayne, Maine. Subject is old hard drive. Good morning, fellows. I've attached a couple of images of a hard drive I acquired a few years ago. I've been unable to find any details of the make or the model of the unit on the unit itself, or searching through Google Images online. If you can provide any info, I would be most appreciative. I enjoy your episodes. Dwayne, Maine, Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada. And the two shots were very similar, so we'll just show the one shot. But chat room, does this ring a bell with you? This hard drive is way old.
This looks like a science experiment. I mean, or a pizza maker. I can't...
I'm wondering, did the hard drive go into the computer in that case?
I guess it would sit on the side. Or I don't know. There's all these crazy things that look like connectors.
I guess it's funny. AKA Joe in the chat room says, that is the coolest hard drive I have ever seen.
I know. Why not just use an actual record? I mean, it's so big.
My tallest said, oh my God, that's weird.
I think that is an air filter, if I am not mistaken.
I think you're right.
I don't know. I mean, there's these amazing...
Dwayne, the chat room thinks, Joey says it's from the mid-'70s. Dwayne, no one in our chat room knows, but the picture will be on my website, so maybe during the week or the weeks when people go to the website to look up stuff. Someone else says they think it's a prototype. That's possible.
Yeah, that is possible.
It's a prototype of a hard drive, and maybe that's why it's in that deluxe plastic case. And I don't know. I don't know what all those connectors are.
I know. It almost looks like they're analog, like they're ready to take some sort of tape or something.
Yeah, but, maybe this was even before that flat ribbon connector. Maybe you needed 12 wires welded to those things.
Yeah.
Oh, someone says, I think it might be a teaching device that shows how a hard drive works. Someone said it could be a Winchester. Radio Rod says at the time it was probably cutting edge.
Yeah. I mean, or that is just a cutting edge. I mean, that might be a diamond, cutting edge.
That could be. Maybe that's it. That's it.
Any of that, really.
Yeah, check cuttingedge.com. Someone said it looks like something I took out of my chatty Kathy's back when I was a kid.
That is fantastic.
That's funny. It's a hard drive for a toy. Anyway, Dwayne, hopefully someone will come up with more information on your weird hard drive.
That is fantastic. And you know what is also fantastic? We're back on schedule. So if you want to watch the show live, you can tune in every Thursday at around 4:30 Pacific, around 7:30.
And we can almost start dropping that around.
I know.
We are pretty punctual.
Yep, I know. It's great. So please head on over to watch the show live. That would be fantastic. If you don't watch the show live, hey, don't worry. We got you covered. We ended up recording it. Wow, smart of us. That's right. And so you can check out our recordings at gizwiz.tv. That's also where you can go whenever we're live. There's a chat room, lots of previous episodes, places to subscribe. Also, big thanks, big thank you to our patrons. Patrons, you make this show happen over at patreon.com. They support independent content creators like us, and it's just absolutely fantastic. Thank you guys so much for your pledges. Thank you so much for your support. And you can find out more and help support the show. Make sure we keep the lights on by heading over to patreon.com/GizWiz. Patreon is a platform for people to support their show and give a little per episode or per month. Also, if Patreon not your thing and you want to just donate through PayPal, over at the Giz Wiz website, you can do that too, just through the PayPal link that's on our Patreon tab at the top of this site. I'm very excited because I get to learn what the heck was it.
Okay,
it is time.
Did you really know what it was? One week you just about got it.
Yes, and I think I said that week. I'm going to really actually make a guess here, and that was you would take an extension cord, plug it in together, and then clamp it over the top, and that way you wouldn't have to knot the extension cord. Is what I was thinking.
And you were absolutely correct. It is called the Twist and Seal organizer, cable organizer. There's what it looks like. And the funny thing was, the day after I put that online, Home Depot was closing them out because they were selling them as a Christmas item for outdoor Christmas trees. And I don't know if they were doing it all over the country. Most likely they were. And in all the ads, they would have the picture of it. And I was thinking,
you're screwing up what the heck is
it? So about 4 dozen people got it right, but we give away 12. So we picked 12 at random. But as we say, we always love the funny answers. And we got things like a waterproof travel case for a Nerf football. A lot of people sent this in. It's such a funny idea. I think it's from the Beatles concept album, We All Live in an Orange Submarine.
That's funny.
A lot of people said that. It is a travel case for funnels. It is the new improved key buoy. It is a high-speed, low-drag bagel nut donut carrier. A case for a double-ended pencil. TSA-approved rolling pin carry-on. Nucleus, a submarine sandwich a submarine sandwich keeper.
That's great.
Safety crayon. Isn't that clever? Take the ends off. Oh, you're too young for this. Take the ends off, and you have an old-fashioned shoe polisher, which they used to be a shoe polisher with a big motor in the middle and 2 buffing wheels.
Oh,
on
I
each
remember.
end.
You'd see those, and they'd have a weird.
Yes, in movies.
A weird pillar that you hit the button.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, that is exactly right. And a snow cone maker. You put the paper cup in one end, the ice in the other, and the holes to dispense flavorings. So really, we the past 3 months we've given away more than 24 issues for the right answer because they were so funny we couldn't eliminate them.
Perfect. That's great.
Yeah.
I love it.
The new gadget is up there.
Yeah.
The March-April game.
Perfect. So let's go check it out. I'm very excited. Bam. That's it. It's obvious that this is a gadget for stopping mosquitoes into your house. These are actually very tiny. You've gotten a very nice close-up photo of it. But you set these around the house, and when a mosquito tries to suck your blood, they put their pointer into this, and it screws it all up. Look at that. The pointer goes right in, bends it all around, and then they can't stick your arm anymore. It is a bug deterrent.
Wow. Okay. As usual, I cannot say anything because
you
I don't want
can't
to
say I got it right. Is the problem.
No, I can't. I can't say that,
just got it
and
right.
I wouldn't say that.
So there are. We are competing now. This is not the current Mad Magazine down here. This is not the current one.
That's the one that those
previous
people
one.
whose answers we just read
Perfect. They
are
get that
getting.
one. So there is a
Right.
Mad Magazine not even yet released. We don't even know.
No,
what
we
the
don't
cover
even know
is.
what's in it. We don't
my
even know
gosh.
what's in it.
He hasn't even written it yet.
That is correct.
For correct answers, there are 12 Mad Magazines, but for funny, silly, cute, hilarious, and clever answers, there's upwards of 24. So get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. Also, while you're there, you can check out all of the show notes that Dick puts up. He writes up great little articles about each of the gadgets that we showed off on today's episode, with links to find them as well. Thank you guys so much for watching the Giz Wiz. Big thanks to our patron supporters. Big thanks to people who sent in videos. It's great to have a backlog of videos. And I guess that we will see you next week on the Giz Wiz.
I'll be here.